Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You're now rocking with the deaconess. I'm glad you came through. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. I'm doing well. How about you? Hi everyone. I am so excited to be with you today as usual. I'm so thankful that you stopped by my channel just to chat and to see what I've been up to and that you're interested in the content that I've been putting out. If you're here, I appreciate you. Thank you for your time. I don't take you for granted, and welcome. So, today, there has been so many things going on this past week, and I think that today what I want to do is just basically give you a little recap of everything that's on Thursday. I had the pleasure and the honor to be a guest for Spoken Truth Ministries creative writing class, all the way in New York, and it was just beautiful. I'm so grateful to Anna and to the beautiful young ladies that were on the call. It was just wonderful. What was supposed to be, 20-30 minute conversation turned into over an hour of just building. It was therapeutic. It was necessary. And honestly, it just filled my heart. So I'm going to insert a few clips for you so you can see all the wonderfulness that took place and just to get you caught up on that.
Just trying to find my way, was running in the dark, drawn into a pencil and the pad, and then I felt the spark. Was in the art, the healing that I long for. I high above the rest, and yo, I want more. The way I feel inside, no words cannot describe. He's calling you to feel it too. You gotta know that you can rise. You can rise, you can rise, you can change. You don't have to stay the same. And you can rise
Rhyme Zone
up.
got nothing on me.
You can rise, you can rise, you can change.
Yeah, look at that.
I'm gonna sing it back up.
You had another level. It's crazy how you brought "You Can Rise," because that's what Spoken Truth is trying to do. Yeah. We're trying to come back from, a fallback, but always the comeback is greater, right?
Absolutely.
So we're just meeting every other week right now to do, little writing sessions and stuff. And I've told them that, your healing comes as you write and you expose and you cleanse and you just allow God in those innermost, intimate areas of your life. And, and that's where we at.
My book, No One Told Me, was a journal entry. It started as a journal entry, and, I started going to places and, sharing. And one day God was like, you got to share that. And I was like, wait, that was like mad personal between me and you. And I started sharing it and I started seeing the impact. But really, I just tell people, even when my program, My Heart Speaks, it's just a creative writing platform, because I tell people, even if your gift is not spoken word or rap or singing, like the arts is going to help, like the writing process is going to help you find your niche. And if it doesn't do anything else, it's going to heal you, because we battle so many thoughts in our mind. When we're able to pour them out on paper, it gives us a better perspective. And a lot of times within those words that we write on paper, we find the answer to questions that we've been looking for.
The is what you just said about you get the answers. And that's what I tell them. I'm like, as you're like crying and you're just like letting it all out, like the word of God just resonates and it just comes back and it comes back in remembrance. And it's like you're talking to yourself, but it's really God just pouring into you what you're pouring out. Like, it's crazy. I believe that's a huge downfall. And that's one of the rules that I tell them, like, don't ever compare yourself to anyone. Like, you cannot sit there and say, oh, but I don't sound like so-and-so. And, oh my gosh, like what, after what she just brought, I'm not sharing my spoken word. And it's like, you don't know, like your flow is different. Your words are different and everything, but you don't know how that can impact someone's life. Just your words, like,
That was Thursday. Okay. Now, Friday, my husband had the honor of co-hosting the Poets House, Camden, New Jersey, at Ideas Center for the Arts. And if you guys have seen my previous videos, you saw the clip from last month when we both performed. But I want to share with you some of the wonderful clips from that event because it was phenomenal. Like, my husband was a co-host. That clip will be coming in next.
Just want to give a huge shout out because it's very important that you guys know about this center. We are excited to launch our summer program for youth that will be taking place, a 6-week course and program, and everything from video production, music production, acting, and the list goes on. So if you have youth within Camden County, especially within the city of Camden, please reach out to us. You can get to us through our website. I just also want to press pause to send my prayers and condolences to the families in Israel and Palestine currently right now, and the wars around the world, and also the wars within our own communities and within our own cities as well too. Listen, is it me if we lose our way? Soul for the pain, got nothing for tomorrow because we're living for today, so let us pray. Another stray, another broken memory, another young soldier locked into the penitentiary, the enemy, the trap, the product in the pack. In this fast life, knowing we can't get a moment back, so I rap from the stairwell, vision from the park bench, kid from out the snowstorm that never had a warm trench, the only knows the stripes, the hardships of life, always beaten by the cops, but they don't never read them right, with the power from within, with lyrics from my hymn, he was baptized of fire, so corrupted from the sin. So I look up to the sky, got my arms spread wide, got a message from the spirit, give it wings, let it fly to the promised land. Somebody gotta take a stand. I used to hold the pistol, now the mic's inside my hand, so I shoot, inspiring the troops. The sermon on the mountain said I'm preaching from the stoop. For the youth, I recruit and try to bring it back. Listen to authentic little homie beat the trap while I rap for the youth. I try to bring it back. Listen to authentic little homie beat the trap while I rap. Singing just another day, living in the hood. Just another day around the way. All right, this one right here is on Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, video on YouTube. Anybody going through something in life, this is that song. It's Mental Health Month. It's called Pressure. Got me driving so erratic while trying to navigate through all the static. I see the bills, they pile up, and sometimes I don't have it. The pressure, the walls closing in, the ceiling coming down. Stress can cause a heart attack and send me 6 below the ground. Release the steam, focus on my dream. Was taught that cash rules, so we hustle hard to get the dream. Trying to hit a different scene and find a little peace of mind. Knowing that through hard work that everything will come in time. But I see today, standing in my way. Trouble's always present, so I get down on my knees to pray. Searching for a better way, with tension building in my chest. Focus on the simple things and try to recognize. Just raise your hands if you're going through a situation in life and you just feel like it's pressure. Yeah. Y'all stay strong. We're gonna get through this, all right? Mental Health Month. Shout out to my kids watching at home. Listen, homie, and yo, my kids gotta eat. It's only business if we meet, and you will understand it's real from the time that I speak. Plus, tomorrow's never promised, so I gotta leave with some. Feel the pressure building up. I never been down for running, so I face a foe and hope that in the end I grow. Give them all my fortitude, my knowledge, and I let them know. Trying to make it for my bro and give my family different life. Every day I pump and slay and stay upright, and every night depict the streets and let my soul and spirit speak. Kids from out the bottom get inspired when they hear my speech. Throughout the ad, every single ounce of stash coming from the city where them heaters, they just got them blast. I feel the crack anxiety will lock you in. Looking in the mirror for an answer, trying not to sin. We hustle hard, but half of us ain't getting by. Struggle with survival, looking for that ribbon in the sky. Pressure. That's for my soul. I've been true to the realness. My testimony got wicked tales. Script never fiction. I roam the streets where they lit the shell. Decorated soldier, no glory. I play the whole field. People are so willing to destroy, but they just won't build. Trying to spark a flame in their minds with those with blind eyes. Leaders that spend time at the front and laced with mob ties. Then it through the whole term. Definition, I'm so firm. Walk through the fire, I'm heated, but I just won't burn. Turn like a whole glow. Watching it got the slow stroll. See it when it's coming. I cock it back and I unload. Family is focused. My motivation and crown jewels. Less than I'm tucked in the nest. I used to hold tools. Free for expression. My adolescence had dirty weapons. We was never studying for gamblers. We kept it for protection. Blessed through the crossroads. Some would say I'm a lost soul. Toast into your memory. Sentimental. I lost those. Jazz on the record. I painted. You see the picture clear. Praises to our Father. A blessing to see another year. Yeah. I'ma leave it right there.
I'm so upset that I didn't get to get the feature artist, who is Dr. Neil Hall. He's an award-winning poet, and he also is an actual surgeon, like a medical doctor. So they call him Dr. Poet, I think my husband said, which is super dope. But you should still look him up. I also want to highlight, again, if you saw the video from last month when I was a part of the show too, you know my woman, poet, phenomenon, Sandra Turner Barnes. She is just so inspiring. I'm truly honored and blessed that I got to meet her, and I absolutely love watching her perform. So here's a clip of Miss Sandra Turner Barnes.
Then came the morning of May 13, 1985. Once again, the shooting began, and 500 police officers rained 10,000 bullets down on the moved house for 90 horrendous minutes. A house occupied by adults and children as the world watched in horror, and still mood fought back and would not surrender. And so at 5:28 p.m., a satchel bomb composed of FBI supplied C4 and dynamite was dropped from a police helicopter, detonating and firebombing 60 West Philly homes. Can't even walk right, let alone try to dance. You're damaging your prostate with that wide-legged stance. If you're hoping for beautiful, healthy kids and a well-contented wife, your so-called fashion statement may be slowly ruining your life. And remember, I mean no disrespect, but it's been on my mind, and since I really don't care to see your drawers or your behind, may I please share some wisdom by the way of this rhyme. And you see, there's just one more thing I need to tell you, something that makes this entire sagging situation even worse. You need to know that sagging, SAGGIN, spells NIGGAS in reverse. And they got mad at me. Now you know they got mad at me. But all I did was challenge them. I said, if you don't like my poem, if you don't like what I said in my poem, then you write me a poem and set me straight.
Yes. That's how you make them right.
They sat there all day long writing. And the teachers wanted to know, what did you do to him? What did you do to him? I said, I just challenged them. That's all.
I also want to give a huge shout out to my girl, Shannon Starfish. It's an artist that my husband and I have been working with, and I am so proud of her. She debuted a song on Friday. She said that it was in honor of Mental Health Awareness Month, and, you know, basically just for all of those who struggle with mental health, And I wanted to share it with you because I was just so proud, and the song is actually really good. So I want to share that with you guys.
When you're feeling lost and still wake up, you're 9 to 5. Do you know you are so tough? With that smile, no one knows that you've died inside. Mask on, you can't let out that sigh. Scratching at wounds, long sleeves cover up depression of the mind. MS says toughen up. Here's the med suppress. Swallow, now cloudy up. Wonder when it gets better. Thinking about, are you enough? Continue on saying trauma makes you strong. I don't believe, and look, I'm never wrong. Wish I knew what I know now. Got God's hand helping me well. You are in His hand. Follow His plan. You're under His command. You're worthy. You're fine. Don't you lose this fight. Your life can resume. God is mending all your wounds. You're worthy, you're fine. Don't you lose this fight. Your life can resume. God is mending all your wounds.
I hope that this week's video was something that is of interest to you. I know I didn't do a lot of talking like I usually do, but I just kind of wanted to share. I wanted to recap just so that, maybe it encouraged someone. I believe that the message is timely, and I believe that someone may need to hear it. So I just wanted to put that there, and also just to encourage Spoken Truth Ministry. It is such a blessing when you can connect with others who are pouring into our young adults the same way that I'm passionate about and that my husband is passionate about. The youth is just so near and dear to us, and I believe that a lot of that has to do with our childhoods and our upbringings, and really just our goal of becoming who we needed. For me personally, I experienced a lot of childhood trauma. I experienced a lot of trauma in my young adult years as well, especially when you begin to navigate the world on your own, where you get to an age where you can make your own decisions, and truly understanding that we're not always ready. When we come from broken homes or we come from traumatic childhoods, when we have the ability to begin navigating this world and making decisions, our perspective is skewed and our experience is limited to the things that we've gone through. So we make decisions whether we know it or not. We make a lot of our decisions from broken places. Not every decision, not everything that we do from a broken place looks like a bad thing. I was just recently talking to a neighbor, and I was also talking to my mother-in-law a little while ago, and we have to also understand that overachievement, or the drive to, like, I need to be successful, I need to do this, I need to do well, that overachievement spirit can also stem from brokenness. I know mine did. I wasn't really the type of child that I'm not saying that I didn't have times that I acted out and that I didn't make questionable decisions where I'm sure my family was like, she's just going nowhere fast. I believe that. But I'm also speaking from a place where, like, in my younger years, I really was trying to earn the love of my father. And in doing that, I wanted to get good grades. I wanted to graduate, so I could go show him my high school diploma. I wanted to make sure that I didn't have kids before I graduated high school, because it was just so important for me to, like, beat the stereotypes that I knew and the things that we see in our neighborhoods, because I just know that he's gonna love me and he's gonna be proud of me. And so that overachievement and that drive, though it helped me to achieve things that were beneficial for me, it was rooted in brokenness. And it's a dangerous place, because I remember getting to college and I had goals, and I was like the hood hero. Oh my God, you're going to college, you're gonna be this, you're gonna be our lawyer, because I have a background in the legal field. I have an associate's degree as well as a bachelor's degree in legal studies and paralegal studies. So I do believe that one day I will go back to school, hopefully to get my law degree. But I just remember as a young girl, when I was leaving to college, they had a party and they celebrated me. And people were like, oh my God, you're going to be the lawyer. Like, you're going to do this and you're going to do that. And everybody was so excited because, seldom do we see people make it out the hood and strive for more. But that drive, when I got to college, it lasted a little while, but towards the end, it really started to run out. I started to realize that I had no further goals. I got, my goal was like, I'm going to college. And all my life, that was my goal. So once I started nearing the end of that goal, depression hit me. I was in a dysfunctional and toxic relationship. And I had all this trauma and I had all this brokenness. And I found that the fuel ran out. And it was because it was rooted in brokenness. And so I had no one to prove anything to anymore. And now I had to figure out what was my why. And I had to figure out, what am I doing after this? And what am I doing? It was just so many questions. So I'll say all that to say, let's be intentional about healing our trauma. But let's also be intentional about pouring into the youth. And especially youth that have been displaced or who come from dysfunction or broken homes, because when it's time for them to navigate the world, we love to talk about them and judge them for the things that we see, but they don't know any better. Where's our compassion? Where's our grace? I have to remind myself this every single day, because I was a broken and lost young lady who had nobody to tell me right from wrong, who had nobody to tell me that they experienced the things that I had experienced and made it to the other side. Nobody. All my examples were things that I did not want to be. I didn't want to be a statistic. I never saw anything more. I never saw anything more than my environment. I wanted to be more. I wanted to do more. And, those are difficult questions for our young people, and so they generally navigate to what seems the safest. And the safest thing is what everyone else is doing so that they can have that acceptance and that validation that they're, deep down inside longing for. So let's have some grace. Let's have some love and compassion. But let's also bring solutions. Let's begin to share our realities and our truth and the grace of God and our healed places. Let's show them. Let's show them the fruit of God's grace and mercy and the ministry of reconciliation through the blood of Christ. Let's show them what that has done for us, so that they can navigate this world in a more informed manner, and make decisions from a place of understanding and prayerfully a place of wholeness. Let's help them. So anyway, that's this week's video. I hope that it was good. If you are interested in seeing more of the things that we do in a more timely fashion, feel free to follow me on Instagram, the.deaconess. I don't post all the time, but I definitely post when things come up. And I'm trying to get better with that. So maybe you guys will keep me accountable, And if you're coming to follow me, my page is private. Feel free to send me a message and let me know, hey, I'm here from YouTube, because I'm still a little old school. Like, who is this? Like most people don't care. They just care about the numbers. But I'm still a little bit protective of my space because, my children and everything is there. But I'm trying to be better with that. And I'm trying to put out things that I don't mind sharing with the world. So yeah, hold me accountable, but also show me love and let me know that you found me from my YouTube. That will be so cool. I love you guys and I thank you guys as usual. If you made it this far, you are the Virl MVP. I love you and I do this from the bottom of my heart. It's so therapeutic for me. It's helping me to learn how to embrace who I am more and to love myself more, and just to respect the voice that God has given me more. So if you guys join me for the journey, I appreciate you and I love you for that. But I also want you to know that my goal is to just be authentic, just be myself, and just be honest and transparent and help as many people as I can by just sharing my truth and hoping that it resonates with some of you. So again, I thank you. You are the real MVP. I love you. I appreciate you. And I can't wait to talk to you again. Until next time. Peace.
And mom deuces down the skin and bones. See, years of that addiction had finally took a toll with nowhere to go and no place to hide. Took my anger and fear and let it turn to pride. Was down to ride, my loyalty misplaced. Thinking if I let him in the pain, I could erase. Instead replace.
Hey, let's get it started. We here to party. Let's get it started. Here to party. Get it started. I know now that that's not a song. But that's my song, and that might be the intro. Let me know if you're catching on. Let me know if you like it.